Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and when we last left off, we were let loose on the streets of Prague for the first time in this game, and thankfully it finally plays like a traditional Deus Ex experience as compared to the prologue, which was still just a terrible way to make a first impression there, Square Enix. But okay, well, of course we only found maybe a handful of missions out of many available, and by looks of it we will also be returning to Prague as with Detroit and Human Revolution. Okay, I'm very eager to get going today, so why don't we do exactly that and see if we can accomplish today. Well, it could be interesting, but then again we're also sitting on a stockpile of 11 praxis points. Yeah, I think it's the same Alex Vega we met in Deus Ex the Fall. Yeah, Panama, there we go. Well, I'm sure we're working together pretty often, so hopefully we can learn about their nature and their motivations. That would be swell. And finally the hitching is gone because the shaders have been compiled already, right? Okay, so we're evidently need to install it wiretap someplace, but I also want to meet some people. Server upload, huh? Of course, he's on the phone right now from what we know. Apparently we just keep the pocket secretaries in this game, huh? I'm not quite sure who JG is. Okay, it says here, of course. But then again, I'm not quite sure who that person is. Okay, on the lower level someplace. Well, I suppose we can find it. So we're just stealing the pocket secretaries and Mankind Divided video. Okay, whatever gets the job done, I suppose. Yes, it is indeed 2029. 6.4 gigabytes per second server upload. Oh, that's mighty fast, isn't it? Okay, well, you know what's that going to mean. Restricted access, so of course no dice for us if we want to take that route, which of course we cannot. And there's cameras everywhere. Yeah, we're not invisible to cameras, even though we could probably be invisible to cameras. And of course he's on the phone right now, so no talking to him. Or this debriefing, our eyewitness report.
You made it out of Dubai, didn't you? I'm telling you, if it had been anyone but Jensen on the ground, Singh would be dead.
Yeah,
No,
really?
you know what? I think you're right about that.
No, I don't think so, but thanks for praising me here, because I'm the only augmented person on the entirety of the force, I think.
I've got to hand it to you for your role in Dubai.
Yeah, finally some recognition. Of course they have news reports playing everywhere. Oh, danke McCready, our nemesis apparently. Of computers we shouldn't access where people are looking, and they also planned this mission, of course, with their fancy holograms and all.
Authority isn't in as much of a hurry as you are then.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again, in civvies at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
Yeah, look at it with the forced
But I
combat
don't think
section.
you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
Wow,
You're
everything
thinking
to
the
help the
Jinn can get a beat
TF-39,
on
of
our
course.
Gatecrashers faster than TF-29.
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story.
When did we see that? They're talking about the Berthaus Spec Ops guys, right? Maybe? Could be though.
Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. 2 other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
Yeah, Yudero was to blame, of course.
Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Yeah,
Mostly
quickly change
corpses.
topics.
Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Yeah, well, thanks for explaining.
Right. It's the world we live in.
Und die
Anyone
Social
with
Type
an
I see.
exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here. In the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
Well, good thing meeting up with you again.
My skull.
Of course, I didn't actually succeed on the first couple of attempts because they forced us into this combat section as a part of the tutorial. That was not very nice.
This is so weird. I guess
Yes, we already spoke to you 1 minute ago.
first the Dubai mission and now the train station bombing. This is a week for the record books.
Yes, probably. An unlocked computer, but I don't mind if we do. And also a model car and some stuff to eat, and also the packing peanuts.
Nothing.
I remember that name in one of our emails. Oh, it's actually our computer, so it's our office, really? Okay. Oh, never mind then. And once again, there should be a number back here as a human revolution, but of course there isn't, so... Okay, then, so where do we start? Okay, so well, I guess then we talk to him, he's right in the other room. Oh, apparently we did order a new pause, but why though? Well, we have no need for that, I thought.
This is so weird.
Look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of
Okay, Dr. Jennifer Phillips, whoever that is.
underground websites and radio
Yeah,
stations.
medical doctor, but if you can find her remains to be seen, and then we can trade in the new pause for some sweet intelligence.
Nothing.
For exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year,
Okay,
the
well, maybe we can
collectors
find
shut
her.
down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing
guys might as well
Okay, we also have a psychiatrist back here. I did see her office.
They committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic.
But I guess we do have PTSD, and could be a priority maybe for us. We have to wait and see. And this was distributed to all computers connected to this network.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Well, we didn't see any one of our operatives go down, as a matter of fact. But it probably did happen. Oh, I'm not quite sure. Maybe we can give us a spin. We do have the keycard now. So apparently we are keeping a model card or a table. So we at least found the office. Aug is here. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, lady. Yeah, fantastic. And we have it back here. We have a computer playing advertisements non-stop. Right next to our office. How is it sensible, man? I would go crazy if this were the case in real life. Yeah, right. Okay, I don't think there's anything else we can learn right now from our computer. This is unlocked. And our spin is also here, I'm thinking. Maybe not. Sure, let's just use a pistol ammo. Why not? We could use it. I'm not quite sure what McCready has to say, but maybe he can actually debrief us for a change. Do something meaningful with his time.
God, my eyes want to retreat into my skull.
Yeah, very messy. That looks all pretty makeshift, frankly. What is that? Crafting parts. Oh, lovely. My favorite aspect. Hello there.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You checked with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold masked jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't think so. No.
I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Wow, okay, should be able to see that, right? I've been talking about the average jihadist, extremist. Yeah, I think that's true.
Come on, McCready. We're not a couple of beat cops filling a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys, I'm gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it.
Oh, thank you,
That
sir.
sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
I actually my superior. Wow, that's a bit confrontation there, Adam, maybe?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green
Yeah,
light
why
for
though?
King in the
Because they are
first
based in
place.
Prague,
Can't blame them,
incidentally.
really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. That everything?
Well, I guess he is not a talker, so we just wave goodbye for now.
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
Well, we are polite, at least we try to be, sir.
Underground website.
Why is a little bit of an asshole?
Continue to pray.
But okay, the party outranks us in this investigation, so we have to just...
Yes?
Yes, we already talked to you. I think it's all we need, right? Yeah, I think it's all we need indeed.
Listening to this police chatter? Oh my god, it's a comedy of errors.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our
Oh,
show.
auto-locking computer terminals, advancement and security, I see.
The people studying the train station security camera footage asked my opinion about how vulnerable the surveillance systems were.
Well, what's the verdict yet, sir? Apparently, investigation is still ongoing.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
Yeah, maximum casualties, by sounds of it. Who is Vincent Black? I have no idea. His computer is locked though, no one's home, so we shouldn't be snooping around here right away, I would say.
Who the fuck are you?
Preemptive action
Two
would be
mobsters
great.
in the morgue right now, members of the same family who apparently shot each other. That leads to some pretty horrifying speculation.
Well, I'm not into gang warfare investigation, so it's not really my pay grade, is it though?
Last night, the collective...
Oh.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
They're trying to map out who's responsible for the bombing, I see. Or something along these lines.
But they're never going to beat the time they broadcast that.
That's all the data I have right
during
now.
the halftime show.
Am I hearing things? Are you two actually praising the collective?
We're comparing notes.
Moscow, alright.
Position could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
No, that's not...
Security first is still active.
If there's something here, I'll find it.
How's security over
Maybe
there?
the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up? I don't even know
What I
where
need
to
you
start
to
with
do
theorizing
is listen to
percentages.
me.
Yes, brainstorming is always a good idea.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Too many unknowns here in this chart to make anything out of that. Force augmentations in the machine code, I guess. At least they assume as much or speculate. But well, we know what that is incidentally, don't we?
No, it's the right call. I'm relieved, to be honest.
Native or alien, okay. Weit, back here. Why would you find this back here? New Sons of Freedom, of course, will make a pretty important splash in Deus Ex. This could be a sign of the Juggernaut Collective, I guess, maybe. In the Darknet, of course.
I'd rather not say what this reminds me of.
I don't think it tells us anything new necessarily, but I can see they have mapped out the major place already.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice.
Yeah, that's the guys we saw back in Dubai.
It's a smart move.
Organized crime, okay.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it. Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that...
I don't recognize any faces here.
We need to talk.
Oh, well, good thing I'm here then.
Crying out loud.
Interesting. A modern motherboard of some type. Couple of them actually. Yeah, there's also this newspaper. Well, what's it all about, sir?
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front?
Oh,
Maybe they
it's
don't
pretty
really
obvious,
know
right?
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
Well, some details would be swell though before we commit to anything.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
Yeah, what's the threat level?
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out
You have a point,
where we
yes,
are,
sir.
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Indeed it does.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
Yeah, what about the company? I mean, the receptionist wasn't very talkative.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party.
Oh, what a tragedy that would be.
You got an MO on this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough
Okay,
as it
but
is.
Janus isn't like the Evo type from what we have learned. And we also may contact the film playing as Ben Saxon naturally. And we also know that Janus has a particular interest in our character.
I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Well, righty then, I think it's a good idea.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive
I think it is
feeling.
paranoid.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these
Yeah, but
walls.
maybe not that suspicious.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment. Access the computer they used and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Yes, we are equipped with the Infolink ability. Okay, source of the hacker. Idea? I mean, you're slightly paranoid, yes, sir. Can we even trust your word? You're also reading the underground newspaper, which well, it's intelligence gathering in our part here. Okay, then. But I leave you to your investigations. But I'm also reading the newspaper again. Yeah, the newspaper, of course. Always very important for word building. And of course, we have ad specific to Prague, or Czech Republic in general. Now, it is a ghetto, of course, so people would be upset because we saw how desperate the inhabitants are already. That breeds a discontent, and hopelessness breeds extremism and also violence. It's the same story all around the world. Quite interesting. Maybe there will be something in the pipeline later on, but for now we have, well, like how many jobs to do already? Like 5?
I highly doubt whoever that is.
Yeah, how are you supposed to hear the announcements over the... Right, okay, well, we can try that maybe.
Urgent. Katerina Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Okay, then I've been convinced, and we need to, of course, input is here someplace. But of course we don't need to because we have the access cards on the bottom floor someplace. We just need to keep looking. Also find the doctor incidentally. But good to know we have options as is customary. Of course, technically we're underground in the basement someplace, which does explain the problems with excessive moisture ingress in this building. IT support.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Okay, well, it's your job, not mine, incidentally. Oh, nuke virus, do you mind if we steal them? Could be useful because the mom is still baby hacker. Yeah, okay, keypad, we don't have the number for this, of course, and let me guess it's at least level 5 or so. Oh, it is level 1. But then again, hacking into our colleagues, I don't think it would be very well advised right now. Okay, so multiple ways to go. So we know the options available in case you want to take it. Also, don't forget to look underneath the stairs if there's a path to take. Yeah, like this for starters. Just have to move that crate out of the way, I think. I mean, it would be very suspicious, but then again, it's a game. Okay, 2 options. We can hack into the IT support, into the mainframe, briefing room. That's what I'm working on today.
What's your status?
Where was that chopper headed?
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned, and nobody can get close enough to take a look.
I got a whole lot of nothing. Every time I send someone to follow up on a lead,
I close my eyes, but all I see is strings of code scrolling on my lids.
Bombed into rubble.
Yeah, apparently no one cares.
Satellite footage has identified 3.
Yeah, we are just stealing these pocket secretaries and the second game for whatever reason. Take Noah. Okay, something to keep in mind. Of course, the code is offered automatically when we're trying to access
But
something.
based on what the roads look like around them, I don't think her crashes would have chosen them.
Well, they were gonna take all those weapons
Right now, I think my blood is about 60%
I want to know
caffeinated.
where now.
Yeah, this constant yelling, I think it's a little bit too much, frankly, right? And you're just a regular security guard?
I can't really talk to you now. I'm busy.
Yes, well, we don't need also 3 forbidden Geiseln here, right? I think the area is secure enough already. Seems very excessive, frankly. Is it a barbell? No, it's just cracked concrete, right? Shooting range, yes, you can try that if you want to. And that's the security checkpoint.
Hey, Adam.
Hello.
Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He give you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
Okay, and augmentations help you how exactly?
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination.
Ah, you already augmented then, I see.
It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Some people don't have orbit augmentations, so it's hard to tell.
Learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
It's a bit of a stretch, I think.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
We have years of experience and also hardship under our belt.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Probably scrubbed clean as well before that, I think.
Especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
Oh, it's officially a police investigation or an Interpol investigation, so we can just snoop around there, I believe.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there. Agent Singh might have been killed.
Right, well, so apparently we did a good thing after all.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
So we're the only augmented field agents, so we're not the only augmented person working in Interpol, so that's the distinct difference here, I see. So, shooting range, of course. For this door. Yeah, shooting range, and back here, what is that all about?
Hey,
yes, so we can bubble at some guns here on the shelf, I guess. Interesting. Well, good to see tourism is still alive in this universe, even though it was many years ago before the incident. Times have certainly changed since then, I would figure. Well, of course, we don't want to hack into her computer right now. Check passport. Biometric one, of course. So, we do have a sniper rifle. That looks like a stun gun for starters, and back here we have some ammo. Alright, well, I'm not quite sure which firearms we'll be using in Mankind Divided, but eventually we make a decision because of our inventory problems,
Adam,
presumably.
Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
Constant fucking bitching in this game is really kind of annoying. Okay, we don't need to go into the holding cells right now, but maybe check the doctor here, if she is in, because we have a prescription for Newport someplace. I don't think we can just pick it up someplace from the shelves, right? Doctor, hello there. Anyone home? In the office, maybe? Well, we could steal it, but then again, we have an official prescription, so why would we need to steal anything? Well, of course, you're not taking into their computer. I don't see any Newports here anyhow, just some generic medical supplies. Yeah, but that could be. Looks like a pretty well-stocked infirmary. Not exactly a hospital, but for first aid, it should be more than plentiful. Well, where's the good doctor then? Can we just use the PSA to have her come to the office? Ah, whatever. Good to see we can still access the toilets and wash our hands, but of course the mirror... Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, I will have to see if the trend continues that we can snoop for the ventilation shafts here in these toilets. These are very clean toilets. There's a large cubicle because it's for disabled people, I guess.
I'll run it through a few filters, see if I can clean it up.
Half-eaten burgers and hot dogs.
No one's claimed responsibility yet.
Hefekrocken makes a return, I see. Ja. With the Smiley hier. Okay.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Right, okay, well, we can hack into tons of computers if we want to do so, but tampering with evidence right now, that could backfire horribly, wouldn't you think? And of course, we need to maintain our cover.
Do the Jinn still believe what Sin told them, or don't? We need to know.
Well, we shouldn't just look at the stuff here. That evidence, that would be pretty suspicious.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out what they were actually equipped with in terms of military-grade augmentations, I think. Interesting.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Yeah, we learned it already. Completely scrub clean.
For his wife.
Is she actually in her office? It's slightly fancier, more comfortable, I see. Apparently not. Is anyone in the office actually, other than our love interest question mark?
One of them would pop
Do the
up on
Jinn
some
still
list
believe what
somewhere.
Sin told them, or don't?
People are jogging all over the place. Okay, interesting. So we have exhausted our options unless we want to start hacking and moving into places or take care of some of our side objectives. I do believe I've seen enough of this place for the time being, so why don't we head out of here and yeah, maybe do something about hacker, quotation mark. But so where's the lift again? The secret lift here. Yeah, if I can find it, it shouldn't be too hard to spot because there is a security checkpoint right around the corner. Or at least it used to be. Yeah, this is the elevator, right? I think. Indeed it is. Yeah, this place is very well designed, but it's also a little bit too noisy for my liking. Hence, they didn't make the same mistake at Human Revolution, because no one likes exploring areas when people are bitching and talking and making noise non-stop, essentially. Alright, so where was it again? I think it should be marked on the map once we arrive on the surface. It shouldn't be too far away, but getting into his apartment, question mark. Oh, we have to wait and see, of course.
Feels like everyone is paranoid.
Hello there, taking a smoke break, I see.
Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation
that's
in
what I
every
thought.
country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
Yes, we did indeed.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Yeah, do we know anything about that, maybe? Field agent? What's the distinction? Yeah, that's curious.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Yeah, maybe it is. I give that actually... Well, I think I like Pripset more, incidentally.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
Yeah.
When
He's
you have
better
been
than she
doing
looks,
this
of
as long
course.
as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Well, that's us then. Okay, well, thanks for the info, that's good advice.
Well, I better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men.
Yeah, if only she knew we actually just planned, right? For our own investigation. Our own crusade here. Okay. Yeah, maybe you should lock your computer incidentally. Old lady, huh? Just around the corner, essentially, one of those apartments. There's also a merchant here. I suppose you could do some shopping if you had some money to spare, which you don't, of course. Alright. Monument Station, recently deemed a UNESCO heritage site. Fancy. Yes, you have to use the metro, of course, so different district back to the ghetto, as a matter of fact. Yeah, tons of emails, pocket secretary, so in this game we actually keep the emails in our database, which is nice. There's no need to get back to the computer. Yeah, plenty whisper ship. What about the side missions? We have plenty of them in the pipeline right now. Time maybe to take care of some of them. Okay, isn't that right around the corner, but we can of course take a look at our menu. Yeah, okay, it must be this one, right? Because it says exactly here. Alright, well, I guess then we try this. Probably multiple ways to get in here. Well, I guess we can jump off here. Indeed we can. Yes, and it's not a restricted area, so people don't give a damn. Even though people don't leave the ghetto very often. I think they're only used for cheap labor. Yeah, well, and this is downtown, I think. I suppose we need to find entry in some way or another. So why don't we start with this? Yeah, property damage, I see. I suppose we don't have time to unboard this, right? Looks the part. So where are we exactly? Between two buildings and some utility tunnel. We also didn't find a pocket secretary for the keycard, didn't we? I don't think we did. Well, maybe there are grabbable things, but not like in Riddick, unfortunately so. But we find our way here regardless, once in a while, wouldn't you think? Someone's secret stash, I'm thinking. Probably. Like that. So what do you have in here? A biocell. Okay, a nuke virus and some credits. I think I take them. Very nice. And since we're here, maybe also check out the other side. We should be able to balance on these pipes here, I think. Adam, please. Or maybe not. Well, sometimes a bit finicky. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen from by looks of it. Is there anything else over here anyway? Doesn't look the part. Okay, just a little bit of a secret area for some equipment. I think I like it. And maybe also check the locker if it is one. No, just a utility cabinet. I think we should have an access card for one of those, at least. In one of those back alleys. I do remember reading about that. Yeah, well, this is level 2, so we cannot, evidently. Well, we have 11 practice points right now if we want to upgrade our hacking. But officially we are an agent, so I don't think we should start hacking into some random garages back here, even though, well, we know how things go around here. Speaking of ways to go, this is not one of them. Well, maybe we come back later. Yes, the police didn't see that, thankfully. not too far away, just around the corner.
How can we make deals with them?
Yeah, with the augmented people, I would presume.
This is why I wanted to be a cop. Heard the captain is in a real shit mood since meeting the commissioner.
Sure. Why not? More than a few around.
Yeah, well, walking the beat is part of the job, you know. Especially for low-ranking officers.
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented.
What did you do that for?
I'm protecting the real people in the building. And most of them on that list are a few months late with their rent anyway.
Oh, well, fantastic. We have racism just against augmented people.
What's wrong with him?
These are slightly more upscale apartments, evidently. Yeah, which room was it? Do we actually know? I think he said as much, right? I do believe so. Okay, top floor apartment. Well, it's very generic, but I guess we can make our way up here and see what we can do. This is not the top floor, of course. Yeah, let's just start hacking into people's apartments. It's unbecoming, I would assume. Or we could just do that. Also works, I guess. Huh. Well, it's pretty visible, I would figure. Maybe there are some other ways. We can just knock on the door, right? And announce our presence. And this is probably the apartment they were talking about. But what are the chances? There's no way we can get in here. Well, not with our current baby hacking abilities. Yeah, don't call the cops on us, please. It's only a couple of seconds. And they're watching TV anyway, I think. Okay, what happens if you get caught? Because it's not officially a police investigation. We're doing this as a favor, I think. Find the source of the hack. But this apartment looks disused. No one is really living here, I think. Huh. Could just be a front for something. Yeah, oh, of course. There we go. Let's just hope there's no one looking through the window right now with a pair of binoculars or anything else. Someone is trying to triangulate our position or someone's position. Also see a camera back here, surveillance camera as a matter of fact. And also a newspaper. And it's the underground newspaper. Yeah, ideally they shouldn't get a drop on us, of course. So what we're trying to figure out. It's a conspiracy. Well, chances are we're not the only one who figured out that some darker forces are at work. And they were trying to figure out what is going on with the front company. But of course, many points are leading to the storefront, as it would appear. So maybe someone was a bit worried about this. Because people enter and people never leave, right? At least not when it makes sense. Okay, now I understand they also liberated the floor plans from the official agency here in Prague. Alright, well, that would explain because it's obviously the underground portions are not marked there. Interesting. So they have mapped out all the employees walking into this building and never leaving because the storefront has probably no need for 200 employees and never leave, right? And they can also see a restricted area someplace. Okay, let's just see what's on your computer, if you can figure it out. Okay then, well, then we try our best.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Yeah, alright, that's going poorly already here. Let's just try again, shall we do? Okay, so they're keeping us in the dark unless we use that new fancy review software. I don't think I like that video.
Trace probe access. Access granted.
But no problem even for baby hacker because it's data vision, some messenger and some email. And apparently these people were running an investigation. So is actually where they're writing these newspaper articles? No, it's just one of their reporters, so to speak, I guess. Yeah, but all are written to Little K, and it seems to be Little K's computer, so it's actually the office where they are making this underground newspaper. And we know that the moon base could be a fake, since they have been rendering the stuff back at Piker's headquarters. We saw it in Montreal. But maybe it's a bit too outlandish for people to believe. Oh, apparently we do have some chat going on. Yeah, that's a bit stupid, isn't it? What's with the ratio? Indeed we are. I don't think this would work. Is it really a good idea, Adam Jensen? But I think it could be a good idea to see what this guy is all about and then find his connection, so to speak. I don't think command or bluffing would work here in this case. Oh, wow, he tells us. Oh, that's good to know. Music store or the old church. Okay, that's interesting. But we should probably check out the rest of the apartment while we're here. Just to be on the safe side. Yeah, this really is a pretty upscale apartment. And we also get a practice point for our trouble. Oh no, it's not the time for a shower, I would think. Yeah, okay, they did have some takeout, but otherwise this apartment is completely empty. I don't think the renter minds, as long as they pay their rent, of course. Interesting. So, I'm not sure who Little K is, but a little old lady could be working underground, so it's outlandish to believe. Especially in this universe. Restricted area. Accessible how exactly?
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer.
Admirer,
Who
huh?
called Sam as that? Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Yeah, of course he doesn't know about our ulterior motive, I suppose. So back to the sewers we go. Isn't that a delight? I'm not sure how we can access that restricted area, probably from the other balcony or whatever. But it's not a priority right now, but since we're here, I mean, I'm curious. Adam is probably also curious, but Adam also has some other things to do. And what's so important about this area? And room 301 also has a vendor here someplace, huh? That's fancy.
Oyobo, you interested in some merchandise?
Yes, we were informed there's a shop operating here.
You want the guy standing over by the laptop?
Yes. Oh, okay, that would be the restricted area. They're keeping their stuff back here, of course.
I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague.
Come on
in 6
in.
months.
Weapons for sale.
All of them occurring after
I like the sound of that if you had any money to spare. But we can maybe trade in one firearm. Yeah, they're trying to blame Ark on this entire thing, I see.
You want to do business? He's the one you want.
Yeah, we try that. Hello there. Fancy beard.
Credits? Usually you people with the robot arms and legs have no credits.
Yeah, because they keep us
you
poor,
gotta run away with
needy.
people. What's on the menu?
Menu? No, not food. Guns and things. You want?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look, see. Ammo is always a good idea. So what are we looking at back here? I'm still looking for more stun gun darts for starters. I think there were 800 a box, I believe, for 10. Revolver ammo. Okay, we also have armor piercing revolver ammo. Grenade launcher, huh? Machine pistol EMP ammo. Spray and pray against robots, I guess. Battery for armor piercing, but the regular ammo should be armor piercing incidentally. Shotgun shells. While I do have a shotgun, could be interesting. Some other consumables are also available, like the high burst injector. I think it could be a good idea to maybe stock up on one of those. That's always a good plan. Otherwise, we have some weapon attachments. So suppressor makes a return, of course. Hollow sight. I don't need that stuff. Sniper rifle, it's pretty pricey. But the rifle we can maybe pick up from the enemies, and the same goes for the other hand cannons. We already have a machine pistol, of course, which, let me guess, sells for a pitiful amount of money. In case he wants it anyhow. Okay, we have a shotgun, we have the machine pistol. Crafting parts apparently also take up inventory space. Wow, that's lovely. So 115 rounds for the machine pistol. I guess in this playthrough we try different weapons so we can set a shotgun. Oh. Actually sells for quite a pretty penny, I'm surprised. They also don't need this here, I think. Even though ammo is hard to come by, so we need to make our decision early. Will the machine pistol be useful later on, do we know? I mean, I would like to try out the combat rifle maybe in this playthrough, but we don't need Typhoon ammo maybe, so how expensive would that be? Okay, 600, I think get rid of it here, I don't need it. I'm not going to unlock the Typhoon augmentation. Tranquilizer rifle ammo, not going to use that anyway. I think, I like my stun gun more if you don't mind. Revolver ammo, well, I think we may try out the revolver if you can find one of those. Instead of the pistol, but of course you cannot put the suppressor on the revolver because of the cylinder gap. Maybe pick up some machine pistol ammo if you have some. Couldn't be a terrible idea. Depends on how useful that thing would be. Just regular ammo will suffice, I think, right? Okay, well, 4 boxes. Oh, of course you have to click individually. Yeah, what else here, I guess? Okay, and then also some EP ammo for 480 for one magazine. I think it's a little bit pricey right now. Maybe some pistol ammo, the regular variety. You can see this in here, right? Or maybe it's a different vendor. Okay, so pointless legwork, I see, right? Because some vendors only sell certain items.
Give to my mother one like this. She's very happy.
Yeah, machine pistol ammo you gave to your mother.
Maybe later.
Yeah, maybe later.
Fucking clanks.
Yeah, but we just spent like... okay, we spent plenty of money at your apartment here, sir.
Hey, are you interested in clean
guns? Yes, we just did that. Price? I think stuff like this never happened in the first game, right? Yeah, because it was a bit more polished in certain regards when it comes to NPC interactions. At least the random types. Okay, so that means we're done here, and now we need to head to the sewers someplace. Well, isn't that a delight? At least we have some ammo now for the machine pistol in case we need to use it. By the church, I think it's in the same district, incidentally.
Do we really need to be patrolling around here? Nobody is stupid enough to try anything.
I don't think it's too far away. We just need to use the manhole cover someplace. Lots of letters over here for whatever reason, and plenty of alarms, I think. These are used by the police primarily. Okay, so where's the church? Yeah, okay, one manhole cover back here, I think. Well, it's a bit confusing because we have so many items on the map right now. I think we need to maybe enable the overlays once in a while, the objective markers. That could be a good idea. Yeah, where's the church? It must be in this district, I'm thinking.
The sewers. Ridiculous.
Yeah, the sewers are nasty, aren't they? And incidentally, we also haven't been through this side street just yet. 2 hours, huh?
I don't think... Hey there. You looking for a new stereo system?
I don't really get much time to listen to music.
Well, we do have the augmentations, don't we? We can listen to music 24/7 if we should do so.
Other interests.
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean
what
by
other
other
interests then?
Well, I figure a man like you, he might need a little energy boost from time to time.
You're not talking about protein bars, are you?
Biocells, my friend. In perfect working order.
Ah, so it's an under the table operation, I see. Oh, sure, why not?
Sure, I'll take one.
Well, that's it. You've cleaned me out.
Na gut, we check then, but we can maybe watch some movies in the evenings.
What kind of movies are we talking about?
Oh, never mind. I was just making a stupid joke.
What you really mean is you don't want to tell me, since it's obvious I didn't come here for that. Calm down. I'm not a cop.
Yeah, Interpol, that's a difference. At least in this universe.
I think I'll be on my way.
It's bad that way, I think.
Feel free to come back if you change your mind.
Well, you said you're empty. We bought your entire inventory. Okay, so we can get some energy cells for him. That's good. He's the baby Adam after all. I wonder how many shops are actually accessible to us. Oh, this one's open incidentally.
Welcome to Magia. I can help you with something, yes?
Well, maybe. I was hoping for a tarot session, maybe. For our fortunes and our future and everything in between.
He had his papers and everything, but the police still pulled him out of the line. Where were you? 3 people back.
In the sewers.
I guess he was resisting. I used a stun gun on him. I can still see him twitching.
Now, it's better than the 10mm pistol, wouldn't you think? Or assault rifles, because it's then an issue for the cops around here. Also Detroit, incidentally.
I know what the press wants me to believe, but the press are a bunch of liars. There's no way Bell Tower did all those things.
Well, maybe they did. We witnessed quite a few atrocities on their part. And that's the Palisade Banks on the way we need to be going right now. And something else I want to point out, because the old city of Prague has plenty of tram lines in real life. But yet in this game there isn't a single tram route to be seen anywhere. It's a bit strange.
Ahoy, I'm here.
Auto parts, electric car formula. Well, some parts still need to be lubricated, of course.
No more. I don't care
Rather, stay quiet.
And they also need tires still, naturally. What, 22 in the evening? Really? What type of auto shop is that? Would need double shifts for this. I don't think they would, frankly.
I don't like being this close to Prakashka. I'm afraid of what might happen to me.
Oh, look at this.
Don't be ridiculous.
Naturals only.
Poverty isn't
Reminds you of
contagious.
something, huh?
No, but most of the people in that district have some kind of addiction. Desperate people who need money are more likely to commit crimes and hurt people when they do
Oh,
it.
thanks for pointing out the
Jesus,
obvious.
listen to you. If the people in that district need anything, it's clothing and food. Those aren't addictions.
Well, what about Nupros and other medical maladies? Especially after years of neglecting your augmentations because you couldn't afford any Nupros or even get anything for that matter. Another shop back here, of course. Alright, oh, sorry for getting sidetracked, but then again, we want to do at least a couple of missions today, you know, before we focus on the main story. But this place is just very extensive and also pretty built up here, or very detailed.
Buy from me, go away happy.
Yeah, well, we're not into fishing, I think. I'm not sure what you could even catch back here in the river.
I'm nervous about leaving the main street.
Yeah, some messages are a little bit too much in your face.
Any consolation, the smaller streets are less likely to get hit by a terrorist bomb because they have less people. That is not a consolation. Christ, are you trying to make me afraid all the time? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm afraid all the time too, you know.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling of being trapped underground.
You worry about everything.
I could ride a tram if the system was still here, of course.
You'll recommend me at the bank?
Excuse me. Would you mind taking a photo of us in front of the flash?
I think they're singing in tune of the Deus Ex fight, probably. Yeah, isn't it nice? Oh, of course you don't start hacking into random computers, especially if the cops are looking.
Watch that one.
No firearms, no knives, no drugs, and no booze.
There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the former living.
Yeah, there should be sewer access here someplace, you know. I think at least. And of course it was the location of the terrorist bombing against the precinct. I think it happened a couple of days ago, or I think they said. A month ago, whatever. But exactly the finer parts of downtown.
Who else will take
Even
care
without the bombings. Should probably watch our step around here before we get mugged. This on the other hand could be interesting. Security level 3, of course. We could upgrade ourselves right now if we wanted to. And I'm tempted.
How are they taking it?
At the moment we don't even have our smart vision. So, what gives I guess? Yeah, there was sewer access here someplace, right? Yeah, on the other side of the wall, incidentally. That's what I thought.
Might be worth checking out.
Yeah, it might be worth checking out, is what I said, Adam. Diagonal jumps, can they work? Well, let's just find out. Eventually we'll have to race away from the cops, I would figure, once we commit a crime along the way. And that's probably... Yeah, there we go, that's what I thought. That's sewer access right here in the open terrain. And they're also setting up for some type of concert. Or a festival. Interesting. The music box. Not sure what they're listening to these days.
You trying to be funny?
If you're hoping to buy something from me, you're out of luck.
Because I'm augmented, really. Right? That's what I thought. It would be pretty obvious, right? Wouldn't it be, if we try to do this? At least close the menu cover, because people could be well, falling into here, especially at night.
I hope not.
There we go. Then we find our contact here someplace. Apparently people are already waiting for me. Probably some hobos, I think, right? Yeah, sewers within, back here someplace. Okay, I'm not sure it's in a restricted area, but I don't think it is. Sewers are not known to be well lit, would you say? So without the smart vision, it's a bit hard to see here. Explosive, so let's not throw it, please. Doesn't fit through here, I see. Or something along these lines. Ah, yeah, because the pipe is in the way, I think. And watch our step here, because it's slimy and it's easy to slip and fall, I think. Okay, plenty of toxic gas in here. What are we looking at? Maybe we can find the ventilation control here someplace.
Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives.
Yeah, why don't we try that? I think we may already have it, but I don't think so. Oh, this time around there are also upgrades for our Sentinel health system. In which way exactly? Alright, so we can regen faster. Synthetic growth effectors, whatever that means. It's a passive ability at least. Okay, maximum hit points. Okay, so we can overcharge ourselves with health again, I would figure. And we can also upgrade our Sentinel ability. It's interesting. Huh. Per second rate of health regeneration. That was pretty obvious then as to what it's doing. And this allows us the... Yeah, I think it's a pretty good idea. Minus 2 points. I guess couldn't be a terrible idea to regard this. I think we may commit to that. And then hacking afterwards and energy regeneration, I would figure. Not sure how long we can maintain this. We'll find out, I think, before we suffocate. What were they working on? Der Professor. Okay. Generic EMB provider, I think. Ah, interesting. This looks like a drug lab, frankly, wide more anything else. Chimera of nanovirus. Okay, we're almost going to suffocate, so we cannot maintain this indefinitely, unlike the Human Revolution experience, I see. Wow, okay, we found something of interest. I think it's all we can do here, really. But interesting side snippets. So what about that EMB? I guess we can follow up on the deed eventually. But since I keep the objective highlights disabled, it would take some time to figure out what we need to be doing, of course. Yeah, what's up with the searchable? I'm not quite sure. Another access here, of course. Interesting. At least we didn't find any turrets or anything else here, something nasty. Like that level 5 area we saw last episode. Desperate times, you know. Desperate times indeed in Prague.
I used to have dreams. Now look at me.
Seeing how many people in the sewers is probably an everyday occurrence in Prague, I would think. Yeah, here in a hurry back here, of course, but at least there's some subtitles.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall. Never mind the pitch. I'm not buying anything.
Sure it's
not that you could afford anything, I would figure. Yeah, these people are really living in the sewers.
Quack, quack, typing, computers, don't you hear it?
And they're also distributing the posters for Mr. Rucker. Actually, pretty drastic comparison to Human Revolution sewers. These are a lot more believable overall.
Go away.
Yeah. Nobody is in the mood to talk, of course, except for our contact. Eventually, chances are we will have to bypass some cops, right? And that's one way to do it. Even though I did go the wrong way, of course, once again. But sorry, I just can't help myself. This place is very... Oh, yeah, apparently we have some electricity hazard over here. Yeah, this place is very interesting to explore, I'm sorry. And this is already the first hub area. Amazing attention to detail. Oh. That's not something I expected to see back here. That must be... Oh, this is the underground press, right? Of theirs, I would figure. The underground press, huh? That would be explanation. Of course, he was actually not expecting someone like us. Yeah, it's probably the underground press, right? Ah, it would also explain the Chimera nanovirus angle we saw there.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live.
Yeah, live with the wink, right?
Exclusivity.
Why do they always pick me? Go away.
These are the greatest concerns of the...
Yeah, it's a general area, but we have to track down the student on our own, as you would think. Yeah, even if we can't lift it, we can push it aside, right? And push it over even. Okay, interesting. Oh, a locked door of some type. Yeah, so there are obviously ways to take care of things in this game, which is nice. Just have to be creative and use the physics engine. There we go. See, we can make it in here after all. That's what I thought. Yeah, why is the current attack so secretive? Because they're not expecting us, I would figure, but getting out here in a hurry, that's going to be a bit of a struggle. Okay, terminal locked. What is it here? It's level 3, right? Okay, we're going to upgrade our hacking anyway, I believe. So why don't we start with this? Right, turrets, robots, and cameras, the usual assortment. Yeah, okay, I don't want to be a baby hacker, so we invest something in here. I think level 4 should be good enough for now, and then also some stealth hacking, because otherwise we get detected all the time. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, go all the way right now. It's going to be useful for the rest of the campaign, and the rest we put in our energy regeneration if it's available. I sure hope it is. Energy converter, I think. At the moment I care more about capacity, I think. Yeah, this for instance. And the other 2 points we put in what exactly? Yeah, right, so going back to cloaking because it was a good and trusty companion when we last used it. Didn't we? Should also assign to the proper hotkey. Yeah, that should be the one, right? Okay then, so I think we're set to go with our confrontation, which of course is back here someplace. So we have to hack the door, maybe, I think. Maybe we do. And now we can. Doesn't seem like a restricted area, so we can try and hope for the best. Yeah, this really is style over substance. I really don't like it. But it wasn't so hard after all. It's a noisy security door. A very noisy one. Alright, then we are committed.
You're asking all the right questions. Still needs an ending.
You said that place is a front for a front. I want to know more. I want facts.
Oh, they don't bite our presence, so what gives I guess?
Think we should lead with moon base.
Don't we look like an ordinary worker, do we do? But we still get cash here in the meantime.
Since when are we trying to be sexy?
Don't shoot.
Shit.
We're journalists.
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and the collective responsibility.
You don't have to give me that spear, you know.
You gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
I don't need to break his nose. Yeah, well, okay, well, we can do that, surely. Especially for augmented arms. Okay, why not? This guy obviously is a bit on the unhinged side.
Alright, we can start with that if you want.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We don't have to start with that.
Are you used to that? Getting punched in the nose?
How about we skip being courageous and move on to why I'm here?
Hey, I'm not the one of the problem here, man. So you say whatever you came to say. I'm listening. It's what I do. Close my eyes and listen to the whispers in the dark.
What do you know about Praha Dovos?
Oh, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
Does he look like the agent type, right?
We're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Sammy's dad isn't one voice. Kay isn't one man.
Yeah, we can at least
What
ask about
exactly
that.
do you do down
It's
here?
underground printing press Adam.
Samizdat is a media uprising.
Anyone can figure that out, I think.
Panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit. We pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets.
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Pike's media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so
Well,
be it.
especially with Pikers, doesn't really matter, does it though? I think Adam would actually approve of that after his history with the company.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there.
Yes,
becomes
I
K.
think we got it,
There's
yes.
always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Are you talking about the robot?
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
Well, probably not interested in money, I would think.
I need you to stop looking into Brahadovos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You got to appease your military-industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
Yeah, after our adventures in Montreal, especially.
And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy, huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this
So, we just have a history of getting punched in the nose.
to forget all about Prahadovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy.
Oh, we should have plenty of dirt already, shouldn't we?
Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
Well, okay, then give me the details.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients.
Wow, doesn't sound that easy.
About them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You
what makes you
go
think I
into her
can?
office, find
Some
something
augmented?
that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth. And I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Can you promise me that at least, man?
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Yes, we'll see before we do that, of course. Hey, this is a bit too close for comfort, yes, sir. See, it was office video. Why are we doing this again? Okay, but it's apparently only optional. But I think we'll get impatient eventually.
I still think we should lead with Moonbase.
The moon base. Okay, they're trying to figure out the truth. But I think they may not have the correct angle for that. Maybe also this non-stop broadcasting back in here is so good for your sanity. Especially if it comes from Picus. And also drinking and smoking and taking your medicine, the accommodation bar. I see. Oh, they said we could snoop around. There we go. Pick weapons. Also die... Yeah, okay, it's police weaponry apparently. And there's a David Self, I believe. These magazines are probably outdated.
captured its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering.
But that seems like a gibberish to me. I have no idea what it could be.
All over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree.
Well, we can maybe get a pamphlet along the way. Could be useful, I guess. It looks like a pretty damp working environment. Can it be good for the electronics?
I still think we should lead with Moonbase.
Yeah, still focus on the Moonbase, I see. And you're the old lady?
Think of us as counterculture patriots. Our mission? To inform people. To offer an alternative to bikers.
Yes, because they have a monopoly even worse than it was 2 years ago by the looks of it. Yeah, this game is just too noisy for its own good, I think. Even back here. Ah, I see. I see, but it's still pretty noisy. I stand by my opinion. Okay, CEO, so we're talking about the bank. I'm not quite sure it's that easy to hack in there incidentally, but at least you stumbled upon this underground printing press. That's kind of something. Yeah, people are really not in good shape back here in Prague. Even downtown, or underneath the downtown to be specific. Okay, if I were a Pike's information package, where would I be hiding myself? Probably in the safe, in the CEO's office. Getting in here, that's not going to be easy.
You're just a polished thug.
These people obviously know there's a printing press right around the corner. But it's not their concern, of course. But so far I'm enjoying the experience, certainly a lot more than the prologue. That's much certain.
City has gone to hell.
Yeah. It's an everyday occurrence, people using the manual covers. Apparently the cops don't care. Yeah, the video we're talking about, okay, where we can find it. I'm really talking about the palisade back here. Getting into the headquarters, that's not going to be easy peasy, is it though? Most assuredly not.
Enough problems already.
Disgusting. Strictly augmented.
Great.
They were shocked
Another
when
one.
I expressed interest.
Yeah, augmented,
Seemed
probably.
to think I would contaminate them or something.
We should also pay a visit to the disused limb clinic. Maybe there's some loopholes in here because we didn't find the doctor. It could be an idea, maybe. So too far away, I'm thinking, right? It was only back here. And we go for the back alleys incidentally. Or across the bridge for that matter. It's probably worth a detour. Of course, the elevator would be out of order.
My feet are sore.
Spanish flu.
That's impossible. We eradicated Spanish flu decades ago.
Until yesterday, I would have agreed with you. But I've got a dead 4-month-old boy whose cells are telling me something different.
If it were making a comeback, the CDC would have told us, and VersaLife would already be manufacturing a cure. Don't be paranoid.
Yeah, but they have reason to be paranoid, as we will see in the next game. I think the front door to the limb clinic had a key pad on it, I believe. There must be other ways to get in here, of course. Future, past, antique, whatever that means. Probably antiques, I think. Well, we could start hacking into random apartments, of course, but for what purpose, I'm not sure. Yeah, even back here downtown, people are living on the streets. Yeah, it is an antique shop, of course. Are you looking for something, sir?
I don't mean to be rude, but I will if I have to.
Yeah, get out of here, you augmented fool. So there's a limb clinic, so how do we get in here then? But for the front door could be an
I'll let you
option.
through. This time. Go on, get out of here.
Yes, of course, checking the papers again. So augmented people are not welcome back here.
Master kisses as it gets ahead.
Wow, showing off your augmentations and yeah, display of defiance, no doubt.
I know what you're thinking. It's probably really expensive. And it is. But it's the experience of a lifetime, friend.
Now, what about those here? These are not augmented by chance, are they though? They're still working out. Daily, for hours. Otherwise you cannot have that physique, of course.
Starting to think we're in
My, my.
bed with the Russians.
Alright, well we can try the front door if the cops are looking. Otherwise I don't see an easy entry point.
Terrible. I really hope the police find out who did it. Then we can have a public trial and execution.
Public trial execution?
Let the punishment fit the crime, I say.
I don't think there's capital punishment in the Czech Republic.
What is this?
That clank was so pissed.
That was terrifying. Every bomb
Yeah, that's some interesting advertisement.
I was just waiting for an explosion.
That's alive, of course, yeah.
We were going to be fine.
Wow, the game visually speaking is very well done, I have to say. Oh, would you care if you go in here? I mean, we can try that. Level 5? Maybe a hunt. Well, usually there are multiple ways to get into places, wouldn't you think? But I'm not seeing too many back here. Yeah, all of these windows are unfortunately still intact because they are reinforced. Yeah, I spent all my points already, so we cannot right now at the moment. That's interesting. Well, maybe through the other building. It also depends, of course, if you get inside here. Yeah, there's a time and place. I don't think the time and place is right now, so there must be other ways to, yeah, get us some new pros, I think. Okay, so would appear all these letters that are marked on the minimap. They require the remote hacking ability because there's no keypad on the bottom, and evidently we cannot just grab it up here. Yeah, I think these are hackable for the remote ability and the remote ability only. So let's just try to go for the front entrance then, I guess. Unless I'm missing something very obvious like the parking garage. Oh, there could be an easy way to get in here, but I don't think the CEO has the office in the parking garage. That seems unlikely, and it's also a restricted area for authorized personnel only. And it's level 4, so we could get in here, theoretically. I guess it's a bit hasty here. We can at least scoop out the area, because there are also some turrets and some robots no doubt in the area. Most likely. Very fancy statue, incidentally. Naturals only. Yes, of course. Right, I guess then we try to get in here somewhere, even though I'm super hopeful.
I've been trying to get a hold of her too.
It only stores data?
That's right. In any form it takes. Hard drives, archival papers, prototypes, proprietary research, sensitive items.
Oh, go on, please.
If I want to find out all about a company's dirty secrets or commit industrial espionage, all I have to do is break into Palisade Bank?
That's not as easy as you think. Believe me.
That's what I thought.
And even if you do pull off that miracle, you'll have to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. That's a promise.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, we already have to do this incidentally, so it doesn't really change for Adam Jensen.
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building was completed in 2024, and since then has acted as the head office.
Very impressive.
Oh, head office, that would explain the fancy stuff outside.
It has also been recognized as a heritage site?
Absolutely. You're welcome to go inside and visit. Well, the lobby at least, it does remain a bank. Restricted areas are off limits.
Of course they are.
Of course. Unless I decide to open an account. Thank you.
Pleasure, sir.
The tourists
I'm sure the receptionist will be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Absolutely secure. Data extractors have never breached the lava wall.
Hackers are everywhere. Not here?
Exactly. Of course, physical security is also paramount, and Tarvas has an impeccable reputation.
They were affiliated with Bell Tower, yes?
Formally, yes, but so were most security companies before the incident. Why don't I schedule a meeting for you with our accounts manager? He can answer all your concerns and start the application process.
Yes. Why don't we do that? Thank you. A pleasure, sir.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Palisade. May I help you?
Not sure. Never been to a property bank.
I see. Well, we are the premier secure corporate archive in the world. We offer a number of services, including ultra-secure corporate vaults, as well as executive safes for smaller accounts. Exclusivity, anonymity, and security are the cornerstones and our greatest selling point.
Makes sense, but security is a major concern for your clients.
Oh, yes. Everything at Palisade is state-of-the-art. Security measures are audited regularly, and Tavos is a very well-respected private security firm. Will there be anything else?
Well, it's mostly public for information, just standing in as a customer. Yeah, we're interested in that specifically, I think.
Your executive safes are available to anyone?
Well, we do have an exclusive clientele, and the application process is rigorous. Despite this, almost all our safes are currently occupied.
Your client list must be very impressive.
It is. Mostly they are held by executives from our client companies, but some select individuals have been approved as well.
But with the same high security standards, I hope.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And access to the executive safe room is restricted. Clients must use their assigned personalized keycards to gain entry.
That's all? Sounds a little simple.
It's a little bit more involved. The keycard also switches off all automated security measures within the vault. Lasers and sentries and the like. All very high-tech.
Wow, are we high-tech hacker? I don't think we are, really. Oh, yeah, of course the account manager would have that, right? Wouldn't you think?
I think I'd like to see the account manager.
I'm sorry, Mr. Romanek is unavailable at the moment.
Oh, well, probably his office is open for grabs, maybe?
How big are the corporate vaults? Doesn't seem like this building would hold that many.
Well, there's a basement, presumably, I would think, right?
We call them container vaults, like shipping containers. Our storage facility is actually right under our feet. Quite an impressive sight.
Underground, makes sense. Great security feature.
Yeah, we have the same back at the other side of the district, incidentally.
They are only visited by appointment and require the use of a client's keycard to access.
Yeah, he already said that, but okay, it's a bit of overlap then, I guess.
This is a data haven.
Well, we don't use that term here, but yes. We archive highly sensitive materials and documents for some of the most powerful businesses and people in the world. No worries about corporate espionage.
Really?
Here.
We should keep this in mind.
Or government subpoenas.
Our international clientele do tend to disagree with the stance of their local governments.
Okay, but it's not outside the jurisdiction of the Czech Republic, though, is it? Right? I think it works that way in real life.
Of this country's more pro-business legislation.
Maybe they don't. Okay.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it, if you were a cynic. I prefer to think that our clients shouldn't have to deal with small-minded anti-capitalist bureaucracies if they can avoid it.
Completely unregulated, right? Anything else is anti-capitalist. But thanks for the info.
For the information.
But it said the lobby is public access, so we can put this to the test. Yeah, so which area are we actually heading for? We should probably check our objectives again. And we also have the floor plan of this building already, courtesy of what exactly, I'm not quite sure. So we need to use the elevator then. That's interesting, but not unexpected, of course. Why are we doing this again for this guy? I mean, the CEO himself. Yeah, the Vatican, the British royal family, of course. They do like their privacy. Was good advice, be friendly with the customers because the customer knows best, of course. Yeah, so we're trying to find some access codes for this level 3 elevator, because at the moment we can only proceed to the lobby or the ground floor, and this is the only area that is accessible to the public. In case you're wondering. Hopefully we can change that, because without reprogramming our keycard, this isn't going to happen. And that would happen to be one of those things, indeed it is. Oh, that's fantastic. So now we can access at least the elevator. Alright, but it doesn't allow us access directly, you know, because it's still all illegal here, essentially, what we're doing for this underground newspaper. Yeah, we also found the key code for some place and maybe the computer. I guess we can check it out as long as we don't get discovered in here accidentally, which is probably liable to happen at one stage. Well, apparently we don't know the code. I also figured out we can just use the arrow keys to move the playfield around here a bit, so it makes it easier to see as to where we need to be going. This is a bit more sophisticated already. But of course we're used to that after playing through Human Revolution, I'm hoping. Hoping is the emphasis here.
Access granted.
Oh, who is that? Ah, apparently we can... Maybe we have been fired, I'm not sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't think a move for that, but apparently is one of those security guys. Well, it is technically true, I think. Probably, because we've been fired. Well, will he fall for this? Well, apparently we went for the wrong approach. Indeed, we... Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, well, we can at least read the emails for later on and put them in our database. Now, that's what you get, of course. Oh. Okay, who is that? Who is the recipient of this email? So just explaining how the system works naturally for the new clients. Get ready for change? From some radical spam sender, I guess. Yeah, alright then friends, so we're now with the keycard in our possession, but I do believe it's starting to get a little bit too long here in terms of this recording session. At least I'm starting to feel very exhausted, and I'm also starting to lose concentration at the same time. So I guess we leave the next adventures for indeed the next episode, and then we try to extract this information from the CEO headquarters itself, which seems like a stupid idea, at least in my eyes. But then again, we're here to do this, we have the keycard, so why wouldn't we? Maybe also some other pieces of indiscriminating evidence we can find. That would be interesting, wouldn't you say? But regardless, I think we continue our adventures in the next episode. So with that, I thank you for watching as usual, and I hope to see you next time.